The company is pioneering the field of metamaterial antennas applied to satellite communications. And metamaterials allow us to do innovative things to create literally software-defined flat panel antennas that have no moving parts and allow us to create electronic beamforming capabilities to either track a satellite or switch between satellites or take a moving platform and keep it in constant contact with a fixed satellite while the vehicle or plane or or bus or car or ship is moving along the surface of the Earth, or an airplane over the Earth for that matter. Initially, we started with a product that we pioneered as a part of our risk capital funding, which we call a portable satellite terminal. And this is a small laptop-sized personal Earth station that we think will hold real promise for the electronic news gathering world, field service and field engineering organizations in resource exploration, and whether that's in the oil and gas field or in timber, whatever it might be, any place that you're off the edge of the grid and you need to have broadband connectivity, we think we have a wonderful niche there to pioneer as our first go-to-market product. In addition to that, we've entered into two contracts, one with Inmarsat for the creation of an aeronautical version of our antenna modules, and the second with O3b, which has a satellite constellation that actually moves across the sky, and the unique attribute of our system allows us to track with a single panel those moving satellites. So near term, when we're in a relatively low volume, which would result, unfortunately, but standard, a high cost manufacturing environment with low volume, looking at products and markets that would fit into relatively price elastic applications. One of those that's filtered up as a very promising one is the large yacht marketplace, where they've been suffering under the gimbaled radome covered antennas on the top of these beautifully sleek yachts for many years. That community has found us and come calling to say, can you really help us take off all of those big bulgy things on top of my beautifully sleek Italian designed yacht? And we hope to be able to help them. In addition to that, there are obviously a number of defense contractors that are looking for man-portable products in the man-pack marketplace, and I think we have a real role to play in the first responder world for police, fire, highway patrol out in the rural parts of the world. I think everyone is excited about it, depending on what their business model is. Because of the uniqueness of what we're providing and its sort of horizontal applicability to just about any corner of the industry, from their own position of interest and their own historical business models, they're all literally, to a company, finding interest in what we're doing because it's going to provide them some efficiency that they previously were struggling with, whether it's the cost of the truck rolls to go out and install the antennas, where we can help them simply have a user self-installed solution. These are things I think that appeal to the traditional VSAT community, and then the whole migration into mobility services, which is unlocking really significant opportunity for the system operators and the VARs to find new markets. We are absolutely planning on it. Our development efforts to date have been to refine and retire all the risks in the basic metamaterial technology itself, so we can get to a stable product that's ready for mass manufacture. At that time, we'll then invest in those mass manufacturing facilities that would allow us then to get from a handmade kind of world we're in today into a mass consumer electronics environment where volume does really deliver some tremendous price reductions. I think we've been dealing with many of the major automobile manufacturers and their telematics groups around the world. They have very long lead times on the OEM side for the auto industry, so around 4 years. So we're not ready to sell them a product today, but we're in with their planning groups. So 4 years from now, when we are ready to deliver them that low-cost solution, they will be ready to integrate us at that time. So we've already become part of the dialogue with them, and many of the major manufacturers around the world have actually come and visited us in our Redmond, Washington facilities, taken demos and kicked the tires and made sure that we're real, and it's been quite good. We're very excited. I think one of the really big markets that we'll add some real value to is the whole direct-to-home or broadcast video world. I think the potential for a user self-installed opportunity to take the truck roll out of their cost of operations is a big challenge for them. And I think that is emerging as another one of those mass markets where there's real potential for us to help them transform their own cost of doing business. I think our aspiration is that industry will find us early. We've already begun to have quite a few discussions with that industry. Yeah. It would be, the multi-million unit volume kind of market that would perhaps give us the first impetus to get into that high-volume manufacturing environment. So we look to it to be an early, large volume opportunity.